guys, it's Eagle my house and close the door. Nope, stuff in front of the door. Alright. Lovely way to start the video. This is a video game pickups video. No hunting footage this time, unfortunately. I did have a bunch, and by a bunch I mean like a good 9 to 12 minutes worth of quality footage, but unfortunately I had it filmed a few weeks ago, and then while I was making the Bookfest videos, I must have accidentally saved over it or something, because I just label all of the video game hunting videos as video game hunting, so I must have forgot it was there and wrote over it. So no video game hunting footage this time. Sorry about that. Ooh, that was a good one. However, I do have a lot of good pickups. And this is about a month's worth, really. I mean, haven't really been doing anything from Bookfest, so I got a lot of this stuff at the beginning of January of 2015, and now it's February, so happy new month, everyone. It's officially no longer acceptable to put 2014 accidentally when you're writing the date. I know I've done it multiple times, but I'll try and go chronologically from when I got this stuff, see if I can remember everything. The very first thing I remember, this was all the way back in, God, where was this? Oh, this was at Indrapilli. This was fairly close, so I got a bunch of these Nintendo DS games. They're like a special edition, and they're only $1 each, so I thought I'll grab a bunch of them, and if I ever, when I do a trade with someone, I'll just send this as a bonus to them. And I found these on sale before for $1 each, and then they went up to 15, so I'm not sure what's going on. They're back down to $1 again. They are Bakugan, Defenders of the Core. I think it's called Bakugan. And then we have one of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those. So whenever anyone does a trade with me, expect to get one of those as a Brucey bonus. All good. And they're only $1 each, so how could I say no? God. Where do I start? Yeah. Multiple trips to my local cash converters at Indrapilli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No less than 5. So over the past few weeks I've gone there quite a bit. First thing I remember finding there, no, these were just a PlayStation 2 game and an Xbox game that I didn't have. I believe the Xbox game is worth a tiny bit of money, so we have SWAT Global Strike Team for $3. I am interested in playing this. I do enjoy kind of 3D shoot-em-ups. I do shoot-em-ups. Third-person shooters, a completely different genre, sorry about that. And then for the Xbox I got The Sims 2. I used to be a big Sims fan. I used to play Sims 2 on the computer a lot, but I could never get too far into it because it was too hectic for me. I mean, I remember the story mode being you were still living with your mother, so you have to kind of take care of her, then you have to take care of your own stuff, have to go out looking for jobs and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm doing this in real life, what? Why am I doing that in a video game? But for $2, I'll take it. Then on a separate occasion I went in and they had a bunch of these demo discs. All of them look super cool. These aren't demo discs, these are just 2 CDs. But I'll just quickly flash these. I'll play some music while we're doing it so we can get through them quickly.
Man, I tell you what, Hank, about that dang old meaning of life, man. It's like this, man. You like a butterfly flapping his wings.
Alright, so there are a bunch of those there. I believe I counted them at one point and it came out to, I think, 30 some odd of them. And I ended up paying $3 for all of them, so 10 cents each. How can you go wrong? That's cheap enough for me. And I would say it's on par with the cheapest thing I found this year, which is in this thing right here, which I will get to at some point. But before that, at that same Indrapilli, I also found a few PSP games, and I love the PSP. I've been playing Tactics Ogre a lot in it lately, so I'm looking to get some more action kind of based games, and I got Burnout Domination. Supposed to be very good. A lot of good things being said about the Burnout series. Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. I've played the original one of this. It's not fantastic, but it's decent. And I always love these ones. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 remix, that feels kind of light. It's all in there. Except for a manual, but that's okay. This looks to have Mr. Bam Margera on it, so that's pretty cool. You often forget that he's a skateboarder because he does a whole lot of other kind of activities, but yeah, he's a skater. God. Alright, now we can get to this. I went to a place called Maruka that has a cash converters to pick up something that I bought on their web shop. Cash Converters has this huge web shop thing where they list all of the stuff that they think they might be able to get a little bit of money for, and it's a good idea, really, because you can check what the store has and it'll kind of give you an idea of what the actual store will have. You check the web shop thing, it'll give you an idea of what the store has. So, I checked the Maruka one and saw they had this, and they had it at a bid for $12. I was like, yeah, I'll bid $12 on it, no one else will be bidding on this. I bid on it, it said, what did it say? Thingo not met. Or minimum amount not met, so you had to buy it for the full price, otherwise you weren't going to get it. And it was $19, and it was for the Black Phantom edition of Demon Souls. This sells for quite a bit online, surprisingly. And the Demon Souls games is something that I've always wanted to get into. Like, there's Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2, and I think there's a new one coming out called Bloodborne, or I think Bloodborne is similar. I'm not sure if they're in the same franchise. But I played Dark Souls originally, then I tried playing Demon Souls. I have a normal PS3 copy of it over there, but now I have a special edition. I played it, thought it was really cool, but it's just too difficult for me. These games are brutally difficult. They're kind of... they are third-person action RPGs, so you run around this big thing fighting monsters, fighting baddies, except a lot of the times the bad guys will be really... they'll be way tougher than you are, so unless you have the combat down, you know what you're doing, you're gonna have a hard time, and I was having a hard time, so... very rich lore in this game, apparently. Like, the story is supposed to be very good once you get into it, but, you know, I just can't get into it. It's too hard for me. Yeah. But cool to have nonetheless. Also picked up from there, for a mere 10 cents, a Nintendo DS headset. Never even know they made them. Cool to have. Maybe I'll chat with some friends online on my DS. Do they even have that online on the DS anymore? I'm not sure. Oh, and also bought this while I was there. I also bought another game. I also bought Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex Platinum label for $3, but I sold it for $10, so you won't be seeing that in this video, unfortunately. But you will be seeing this, The Fast and the Furious. No subtitle? Nope, just The Fast and the Furious, made by Namco. Could make very good racing games, and I did try this out. This was $3. I tried this out. You couldn't get any closer to Need for Speed if you were playing Need for Speed. It is so much like Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2 that it's just not funny. But it's nice and complete. It's a decent enough game. If you're a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's based off of Tokyo Drift, I think, which is the third or fourth movie. Alright, what do we got? What else we got? Oh yeah, same day. I went out that same day and got this stuff. Ooh, what's this? This is other stuff. I went out that same day and got other stuff. I went to 2 op shops as well as that one. I went to a Salvation Army, I believe. Yeah, Salvation Army and a Lifeline. Didn't find anything in the Lifeline, unfortunately, but the Salvation Army, they had some good stuff. First thing I found in there was this big box copy of Heart of Darkness for $5. And that's a great deal. This is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. Give you a look at the back. It's a game that's very cutscene heavy. It's a lot like Out of This World or Flashback that are both on the Mega Drive. And it's kind of hard to explain, but if you check out footage of this, I'm sure you'll know what it's about. It's a very cool game. I have it on the PlayStation 1 as well, and whenever a friend comes over, we play a little bit of it, and we're on the second disc, so we've gotten pretty far. Like, we're not near the ending or anything, but we've gotten pretty far into the game. And it's brutally difficult. Like, it's a lot like Out of This World, where, or it might be called Another World in the United States, I think, where if an enemy attacks you, you're just instantly dead. That's it. There's a lot of mistakes to be made, and you have to do stuff perfectly to get through the game. And I also found this. This might be the pickup of the week, might not, I'm not sure. I found a Game Boy Pocket. It was just sitting near the counter next to a brand new Xbox DVD remote. Still in its packaging and everything. That was marked at $22. This did not have a price tag on it, but I asked the guy, hey, how much do you guys want for this? And he's like, $10 if you want it, and it's yours. I'm like, $10? You got yourself a deal. So I got it for $10. I have tested everything, it does work. It is very clean. Such a good looking console. Like, I've found Game Boy Pockets before, but never this nice. I can't see any actual damage anywhere. Like, I have given this a small clean, but like nothing major. Like, there was no scratches on the screen when I originally got it, so that's awesome. It's cool to get stuff in that good a condition. Like, it's always great to see someone who's actually taken care of their stuff. I always think that's very lovely. I'll probably keep it in this plastic case just to kind of keep it protected while I'm not playing, because I will be using that. And I have played it to test all of the games that come in this, and all of these games are in great shape. Nothing that I think is worth anything, but, you know, just some cool games that I don't think I had any of these in my collection, apart from one of them, which I will tell you. They all came in these little protected cases, which is cool. We have Game Boy Gallery 2, and all these are in great shape. Donkey Kong Land 3, I believe that completes my Donkey Kong Land collection for the Game Boy. Very cool games. They perfectly capture what the Super Nintendo games do, but on a handheld. Toy Story, which I gave a little bit of a go, not the greatest game. F1 Race, which I enjoyed. It's a lot like Rad Racer. And the only one that I had, so if anybody wants it, just tell me. Tennis. Want to know what time Sean Connery shows up to Wimbledon? Tennis. Aren't you glad you have me to tell jokes? Alright, so for $10 that was great. I thought that was a very good bargain. And leave that over there so I can put it back in. And another trip to my local cash converters. I go just every few days when I feel bored, so I just go in, have a chat with people, and if they have anything I want to buy, I'll buy it. And they had PS2 copies of one I didn't have. Sniper Elite, I had this on the Xbox, now I have it on the PS2. Yeah, I've given it a go on the Xbox, hard game. Very difficult. And Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, one that I'm sure the OGP and the Fluffy Gamer will be jealous that I have. It's actually pretty cool. It's a first-person shooter based off the Star Trek franchise, using I think the Quake engine? Yep, the Quake 3 Arena engine, so that's very cool. And that's in fantastic shape. Then, just a few days ago I had to go to get a job evaluation done, so I'm seeing a job agency, they're helping me find a new job, and that's very cool. I won't go into detail too much about that, because like, it's none of your business. But, and here I am talking about it, I'm the one spreading the information. And on the way back I decided, you know what, I'll hit up the cash converters in the valley, see if they have anything new, and they did. They had stuff, some new stuff, and some good stuff. First, items I plan to sell. For $2, there was a big wait to get them to open the case for me to grab stuff though. It was a busy day for them for some reason. We have Beyond Good and Evil for the Xbox. I do already have this, so I'm selling it online for $6. Paid $2. Maybe I'll triple my money, maybe I won't. I often buy a game as a double, thinking, well, it's a good game, so maybe it'll be worth a little bit of money, just to find out that it's not worth much. This is worth a little bit of money in Australia. Like, as in crazy amount of money for what it is. It is The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I bought for $2 and sold for $10, which might sound high, but a lot of sellers on eBay in Australia are listing this at $25 and up, so I'm selling it at $10, and someone was happy to buy it from me. That was $2. Another one that I sold this for $7 already. You know, I try and sell stuff cheaply so that I can sell it quickly. We have Wii Sports for $2. And that helped to just pay off the stuff that I got here. For the PlayStation 2 collection, Roller Coaster World, one for the Midas collection as well. Stuart Little 3, Big Photo Adventure. All of these have quite a bit of scratches, so I have tested them and a few of them do work, so yeah, I should have checked the discs while I was there. Casper's Scare School, and just to show you how bad the discs are, GeForce. Yeah, we have a lot of that kind of stuff. So I really should have checked the discs while I was there, but I was just there for so long and I just kind of wanted to get out of there. Something I should have taken a picture of. They had this awesome, absolutely awesome, hold on, do I have any more pickups? I do. They had this awesome VB, very bitter, it's a beer in Australia, I'm not sure if it's anywhere else in the world, a beer dispensing machine, and I'm like, that's so cool. It's designed only to fit VB bottles, which is kind of sucky because that's not really my brand, but it was still really cool. I wanted them to test it out for me, but they didn't have any bottles with them. You know, you're not allowed to have alcohol in the cash converters, that's understandable, but what happens is, it's a cooler, and you press a button on it, you just go up, give it a little Fonzie action, and you hear a sound like a beer being pushed out, and then it gets dispensed to you, and I'm like, that's so cool. They wanted $400 for it, which it would be nice to have, but it's a lot of money. A lot of money. Alright. Last lot of pickups, then I'll be getting into a few of the games I've finished over the past few weeks. I'll be showing you a small project that I've been doing. I went to Cash Converters, my local one at Indooroopilly. I go there all the time. Let's just say that. I go there all the time, every few days. And I found a few items that I wanted to buy, and I bought them. As I would, as I do. And they had all just come out recently. They had more stuff, but I left it for someone else, you know, just to kind of be nice. And what I did end up grabbing, I grabbed a copy of Wii Sports plus Wii Sports Resort for $2. They've actually had this there for months, but someone bought it on their web shop for the $2, and they just never picked it up. Like, it's been there for months, and they haven't picked it up, so they eventually decided, you know what, screw this guy, he's clearly not coming to get this item. We've sent him multiple messages about it, we've called the guy. Just put it on the shelf, sell it. And they did to me. And it's in great shape. I will be keeping this for my collection, because I don't have this one. I don't have Wii Sports Resort. What is on Wii Sports Resort, actually? Looks like bike riding, airplane flying, bowling, table tennis, volleyball. Looks fun. I enjoy Wii Sports on the Wii. It's a cool way to get a little bit of exercise. Also found I'm always in the market to pick up more of these, because it's my favorite handheld, and unfortunately it's not the best built, so it'll take a little bit of wear and tear, and then it'll just and it'll crap out on you. And it is a PSP for $19 with a case. Very cool. They had this for $19 because it did not come with a charger, and they could not test if it worked. So I grabbed it, said, you know what, I'll charge it. I have a 3-month warranty on it, right? They said, yeah, if it doesn't work, bring it back. So I did that. It works. Very well. In fact, I haven't tested any games in it, so let's throw Burnout in there. see if we can get this monster whirring. So unfortunately the PSP isn't working like I hoped it would. I'm putting games into it, but it's not really reading them for whatever reason. Oh well. What else do I move on to? That's all the pickups I have. I'll probably return that PSP at some point. Games I've finished recently. I finished Silent Hill Alchemia, which is a PC mod, for Silent Hill. I also finished... what was it? Ooh, Amnesia, The Dark Descent on PC as well. I finished Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase on the PS1, and I finished a lot of games recently. And Resident Evil, where is it? I finally finished this one, which I've had for ages. Resident Evil Dead Aim. I finished it in 2 sittings too, it only took me like 4 hours to complete. That's all the games I've finished, and on top of that, I have finally started buying cases for the PlayStation 1 games that have bad cases. So, just to start off with, I finally replaced my case for Final Fantasy VII. This was the original case. As you see, it's not in very good shape, so I just bought a 50-cent thing from a charity store, and it all fits in there, so that's something. And that was everything I needed to talk about. This is Secret at my house, bidding you farewell. Stay out of my op shops. Oh, silly me, I forgot to show this. Also got Chrono Trigger for the Nintendo DS for $5. Very happy to have it, never played it before. I'll let you know how it is.
And that's all, folks.